Yo, guys, we're going live in a couple minutes. Hold it tight. We got this. Hello. Hey Lisa, how you doing today?
Swell.
Looks like Diesel's not gonna be in today.
Really?
Yeah.
Again? What's up with that hoe?
I know.
Part-timer? Like that anime, instead of Devil's a part-timer, it's Diesel's a part-timer. It's the anime about the devil working in a fast food joint.
Damn. So no Diesel today?
That's what you just told me.
Okay, but if I set up this without Diesel, I'm not gonna restart it, man.
That's what you just told me. I'm confused.
Okay, I'm done.
What? Are you talking to me or are you talking to somebody else?
Somebody else, yeah.
Oh.
Let me get you where you're supposed to be. Got you. Boom. So much to talk about today, man. We got so much to talk about today.
Like Madonna's best hits from the 80s? Is that what you mean? Totally.
You're funny, huh? If you like sing those out.
Huh?
Now that I sing one still. 1 second, guys, almost there. For some reason, my little thing is playing games with me. Again.
Hey, bro. Better tell you why.
What?
Your little thing is playing games with you.
Oh, you're funny. Let me add two cameras real quick. That's me. You had no idea how difficult this is, you know?
80s. Oh, you're playing music now. I hear.
Ah, no. Thank you.
Okay, so now Madonna. Because I was about to hit y'all with a Borderline, because Borderline is my absolute favorite Madonna song. She has not made a better song than Borderline. Oh, we got people waiting for us. Rick.
Ready? Let's go. You have to say your prayers today?
What?
We have to say your prayers, or you good? Before we start this show today, is gonna be a little bit heated. There's people paying attention to this, so
Oh,
let's go.
I am not in the mood for heated, but okay.
Let's go. Hey guys, what's going on? And welcome back to RickyTube 365. My name is Rick, her name is Lisa B, and this is our channel, guys. Today, we're gonna be talking about a couple things, guys, okay? Jacob Blake, Chattanooga, whatever he's, where he's from, yeah? And mail-in voter fraud, guys. We're gonna be here for about hour, maybe hour and a half. If it gets complicated, well, Lisa's tired, so 45 minutes. So we don't know yet what's going to happen, but we're bringing you a show, guys, for you guys to interact with us, ask us questions through the chat. If you're new to the channel, don't forget to do a couple things: like the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel, and let us know what you think on the comment section below. So, Elisa, how are you doing today?
I'm doing swell. Took a sweet nap. Oh, I cannot. Okay, my nap was only like 30 minutes before the time that I'm supposed to get up and start getting ready for the show, because I'm glued to the tube. I cannot stop watching this show called My Country News something. It's on Netflix. So I love my Korean shows, and this show is the shizzle snap. I've been watching it nonstop since yesterday. I can't stop.
What kind of show is this?
So it's a period piece. It takes place in 14th century Korea. It was, it starts off with, the Korea versus Joseon, where of course, Joseon wins and takes over Korea. Basically, it's the first Korean War, North versus South, to make it simple. North versus South, the first war between the two. And Joseon wins, and it is the shizzle snap. Oh my gosh, good job, whoever made it. I don't know if it's a Netflix original, I don't know what, but it's fantastic. It is fantastic.
Lucky you, because today I've been just walking around, going around different things, getting ready for this end of the summer and waiting for the monsoon season here in Arizona. So monsoon comes with lots of water, lots and lots of water. So I need to make sure that the house is ready. I've been doing little chores here and there, getting ready for the show, getting all these things together, new graphics, whatever the case may be. Listening to some comments from our viewers. Damn it, I don't watch too much TV, And I'm on a break from school from this week until the other. So I'm excited. I'm doing this. Lisa, what you think?
Got me like such a square, like a.
Do you want to bring your? Can you bring your light up a little bit? Let me know if you can do that, so I can do intermission. Can you do that?
The light or the camera?
No, the light. Just make it brighter.
Cause you have me such a square.
Well, Lisa.
I can tell because my nose goes from being cute to
No,
like that.
is that
That's how
brighter?
I
Okay,
know.
one second. Let me take a look at what's going on here. Let me take a look at what we got here. Okay.
You
And,
see how he be doing me, y'all?
and I let you
Like
know.
I am not that wide.
One second, Lisa. Let me make sure that you got your thing going on. Okay. You know, dealing with you is difficult,
Well,
woman.
excuse me. I mean, it's like I know I'm black, but you be having me in blackface. Like I could tell. Like you just have my nose like I have a cute little nose.
You know, I'm having issues with your picture, you know, because you are not easy to color on this app. Jesus.
Okay, fine. Just whatever.
Whatever. Yeah, I think you look better now. So now you got more definition on your face.
Oh, jeez.
What do you think?
Never mind. Just move on.
Move on,
You
move
have-
on, move on, move
yeah,
on.
just move on. It's like,
So I woke up this
super
morning
dark,
to
but-
a couple of messages. You know, Instagram was on fire, of course. You know, Twitter was ridiculous. And then I saw a video. I mean, the first thing that I saw this morning, a video of Jacob Blake. Okay, individual. The couple seconds that I saw in the video, it was also, you know, I saw hashtag BLM. And the one thing that I saw was, you know, this guy is getting into his car and I heard 7 shots, you know. I saw nothing else, no context. And then I'm just sitting on my bed, you know, like, today is not a day to go to work, you know, I should just stay home, you know. But, you know,
Wait,
I was
aren't
like,
you off on Mondays?
huh?
Aren't you off on Mondays?
No, I'm off on Fridays, you know. But I take Fridays to do some of my, you know, IT courses, you know, all the things. So, but anyway, man, I saw what I thought this morning. There was a trap, you know. I woke up to that video and I was like, this is a trap, you know. I'm like, I'm not gonna fall for it, you know. I'm just gonna wait. I don't know. Did you got a chance to watch the video?
No.
You haven't seen the video at all.
I didn't do any show prep because I didn't care about another police shooting.
Wow. You know, I'm gonna put the phone number of the show so people can you know see where the phone number is. So 520-261-7246. If you have an opinion and you want to talk to us, you want to express yourself, you got 2 choices. You either talk to us and you know, join a heavy debate, or you tell me, hey, only thing I want to do is just give me 2 minutes, and I give you 2 minutes. As long as you're respectful, you can have your 2 minutes, say whatever you want. Remain respectful, you know. So there's a delay. I will call you in a second. So let's start with this. You want to start with the video, or you want to leave it for later on? What do you think?
Roll that beautiful pink footage.
Oh Jesus! So so I want to say thank you so much to the to Amy, who's there. She's always, you know, loyal to the show. And Heavy Water, one more time to you guys. You guys are doing amazing. So thank you so much. You guys are killing it over there. Give me 1 second.
I think Amy should she should like be our call a friend legal expert. She's the only person I know that's gone to law school. So she should be our phone a friend.
You know, the fear that I have with this video is that as soon as I put the video right here, the video is gonna get. I fear that the video is gonna get taken down, but I'm gonna post it. So let me get a window capture real quick. Boom, boom. Window capture 1. Nope. I'm gonna do new source. Window capture, and then I'm gonna find my OBS, Groove, Microsoft, live streaming. No, not that one. That one. Perfect. Okay, I think I got it. So help me God with this video. Hopefully I don't get... The video's already demonetized, you know, because of the hashtags and everything that we put, you know, like the fillers. It's like, Man, I'm telling you, man, it's so ridiculous that it's not even funny. But anyway, the video's right there on the bottom. Where am I? 1 second, guys. For some reason, I am centered on horizontal, flip horizontal. Boom. That. Okay, now that's Lisa. Perfect. Now I'm good. So, as soon as I saw this right here, I was like, it's not gonna end up well, Lisa. I knew I mean, this is like the longer version of the video, and I want to go analyze with you guys what did happen. Again, as of right now, August 24, 2020 at 7:16 p.m. Arizona time. The man still in intensive care, so he's still not out of the woods. This guy got shot multiple times by police officers. So we're gonna come here. We're gonna tell you a little bit about how we feel about it. We're gonna give you our 2 cents, and then we're gonna wrap it up with a bow on top, and then hopefully you guys like our opinion. And then if you have anything to debate, let us know. The chat is going too fast. If you want your comments to be highlighted, make sure that you use your super chat. You know how to do. So let's go with the video. Okay, so from the moment that we started until this point, it's been 17 minutes. 17 seconds. 17 seconds, guys. I mean, how can I present this to anyone and tell that individual, make your mind? How can I tell anybody, hey, this is it? I mean, I know there's a lot of people who are going to be like, oh, this and that. They're going to be like, oh, I'm a political expert, or I know the police officers do this. And then, people are going to come start talking about X, Y, and Z. But I want you guys to take a look real quick, okay? And this is my take. This is my take. So as you guys can see right here on the video, okay, there is a significant amount of police officers. So I see right there, two police officers on top of the van, okay, which is, by the way, a very nice vehicle. Now I see 3 police officers, okay. The radio was saying on the news, were saying 7 police officers. I mean, bunch of different things. But at this moment right here, they were wrestling this guy down to the ground. They were wrestling down to the ground. So my question is, at what point, Americans, we, the people, when we start being so rebellious towards authority, at what point we start being so aggressive that we need to, they were on the ground, fight the people, getting out, get these police officers out of himself. And then this guy is doing a walk in the park. Like this guy is just walking, strolling, I'm like, what's going on here? There's 3 kids inside the vehicle. And a lot of people were saying to me, no, man, police officer shooting the man, with kids inside the vehicle. And I'm like, wait a second. Let's talk about the father, Let's talk about the father, The father knows that there's 3 kids, 3 children, 3 young, beautiful souls inside this vehicle. And he decides to take it upon himself and just walk out, fight the police officers, and walk out and go and get himself inside the vehicle. What do you think as an individual, What do you think is going to happen as soon as you open that door? What do you think is going to happen? We need to think about this, because people just see the 17 seconds, like we have right here, 17 seconds. This guy just walking, strolling, for a second, I thought he was going to put his hands in his pockets, put a cigarette, light it up, start smoking. No. But this guy goes, pull his pants up. They're trying to fight the individual. They are giving him every single opportunity for him to stay away, stay alive, leave the children alone, don't get into the vehicle. They were screaming him. They're screaming at him. Okay? But guess what happened? This dude is amazing, you know? He did the spider web, Spider-Man. Somehow he opened the thing. You can see how the shirt right here. You can see it. The shirt is being pulled. He's being dragged. I mean, these guys are using every single tactic possible to get him out of the vehicle. Still, they fail. And we know the rest. Shots fired. Okay? That's one point of view. The second point of view, okay, I'm totally in this point of view, I totally blame the individual, okay? In this case, Jacob Blake. Jacob Blake, you got 0 points, okay? Do not collect $100. Do not, don't go home. Go straight to jail, okay? Now, the second point, okay, Lisa, cut me if I'm going too far, okay? If you need to interrupt with anything, or let me know. The second point is that there's 3 police officers. My question is why, okay, and I'm gonna bring you back, why there's 2 standing right now, there's 1 on the ground fighting the dude, now you see 3 police officers. Why one of the officers didn't went around to block him from getting into that vehicle, okay? Now this is what I'm saying, we asking too much from the police, you know? First, we're trying to defund them. These people don't even have cameras on them, you know? They don't have any cameras. Why? Because they don't have any money, you know? Not every police department is like the police department of New York, you know, where they can shave couple of $1 million. It'd be like, yeah, you know, we shaved $10 million from the force. You still have another trillion, you know. It doesn't do anything to them. Okay. Now, people are gonna start saying like Will G underscore dash 87 is gonna say, oh, they should jump on him. They should jump on him. I don't know.
So people can scream.
I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you, Will. I don't know what to tell you. They already jumped on him.
It would just be a conversation about police brutality.
Yeah,
so
they just
doesn't matter.
Jump on him. You know, the guy was able to brush them out of him and do the little straw. Oh, now you're seeing the video. Yeah, you know, Will. You know why you're saying they should jump on him? Because all the different scenarios that you were gonna play today, okay? They're gone. They're gone. There's no scenarios for you today. Yeah. Now let's blame the police because they did not jump on him. I mean, this is what I'm saying. Will, no, I'm not taking against you. You know, thank you so much for being on the show. Thank you so much for watching. This is what I got to tell. I want to tell everybody. Okay. I know I see my Warriors father. I got to tell you something. I mean, there's so much we can ask from another human being. We're asking the police officers to like go to the future somehow, see what's going to happen in the future, and prevent any scenario. It's impossible. It's impossible. You know, if you don't comply with the police, you are not going to have a good day. Okay. And let me tell you, you know where this starts? I'm gonna ask a question. Probably I'm totally wrong. Okay, but there's something that I see with this case right here. Is this father is with his girlfriend or fiance. He's chasing her somewhere because she is fighting. She was on a fight. You know, she was on a fight with another woman. You know, so this Jacob, Mr. Jacob, went to the scene. You know, now to the crime scene. You know, to do what a man is supposed to do, defend your woman. And that's okay with me. But guess what happened? He went with his kids, you know? So when he goes with his kids, I'm thinking 2 things. Man, this guy is very family oriented, you know? This guy is a protector, you know? In the other case, I'm saying this guy is irresponsible because he goes to a fight where his girlfriend is. He knows there's a fight, you know? Why are you going over there with your kids? Irresponsible. So it's the same thing that we're asking from the police. Oh, for everything that happened, for every action, we need a reaction. For every reaction, I mean, Lisa, am I crazy? Am I going crazy? I don't know.
No, you're not going crazy, but I have my own things to say.
Mike is yours.
Okay, so first, this is my first time seeing this little snippet of a video. You already mentioned that there's not any body cam footage, which is unfortunate because the video doesn't tell us anything that the officer is telling the guy. So we really, truly do not have the full picture. And what people are missing about a lot of these videos is that they're missing why the police came to the scene and the background of the individual. So let's say the police were called to the scene because of the guy. Well, before they arrive, they already know this guy's priors. Is he known on the street for having weapons? Things like that. So they're on alert. So when this guy is going into his car, if he is known to have a weapon, then that explains why the officers reacted the way they reacted. Because their life is just as important. They may have a family to go home to. They don't want to get shot because somebody's not complying. That's not fair to them. But this video is not enough information to make a determination of anything. So I don't know why there was riots. Kenosha burned down the only 4 businesses that they have. Now the whole town is unemployed. I mean, it just seems like a lot. It seems very, very overblown for such a small town. I mean, why? I mean, I just don't understand. So that's it.
So I see a lot of how you call it. I see a lot of talk about Jacob Blake. Little things about it. I think Heavy Water called him a rapist and a wife beater. I'm looking at the records. Oh Jesus, yeah. Looks like we're gonna have something here.
If that's the case, then you don't know if the police were trying to protect the kids from him. If he's getting into the car with the kids and he's a known violent criminal, how do you know that the police weren't there to protect the kids? Like, okay, we cannot let this guy go with these kids. I mean, if you look at it that way, would you still feel the same way about the shooting? I'm speaking to you, Will G87. If he was there, if the police were there to save the children, do you still feel the same way about the shooting?
Well, that's a good point. Looks like this guy is well known where he lived in Kenosha, Wisconsin, for other things. Oh Jesus, So, Vice President Biden, I saw a couple of minutes ago. He went into his, listening on reading from the teleprompter, about how he wants a full investigation, immediate investigation, So yesterday, Jacob Blake, this is what he's saying, yesterday, Jacob Blake was shot 7 times in the back by police. His kids watched from the car. Today, we woke to grief yet again. We need a fully and transparent investigation. And then there's a black picture of a black screen and says enough. I think this is something that can benefit him, from getting those 33 million votes, 13%. I think he is pandering to the Black American voter right here. Of course, we are in election time, so this is nothing but because we know this guy is more racist. He cannot be more racist, but he will pander to Black America, and Black America will give him his vote. His and her vote.
Wait, you said Mike Pence, and then you're talking about who?
I'm talking Joe Biden.
Oh, I didn't hear you say Joe Biden.
Yeah. Joe Biden, yeah.
Don't you dare talk about my sweet baby.
No. We're not talking about your sweet baby.
The literal man of my dreams, because I can't ever have him in real life.
You can have enough of him?
I can't ever have him in real life, so he's just legit the man of my dreams.
So who you think that he jump on the bandwagon with Vice President Biden?
Barack Obama.
Nah. You know, LeBron James. You know, because we all know the NBA ratings are lower than Carson 9 o'clock on Fox. They're doing pretty
Is that
bad.
still on?
I'm telling you this. I'm not watching the NBA anymore since they start wearing funny shirts with Black Lives Matters logo and everybody's kneeling for whatever reasons. And I don't know. You know, I don't think that's. I'm paying to watch. You know, sports team. You know. So anyway, I'm not watching the NBA anymore. You know, I'm waiting to see what the NFL is gonna do. Because if the NFL comes with the same joke, I'm only gonna watch Tampa Bay, New England. If they play, that's it. You know, but that going to the games and spending $3,000-$4,000 in, you know, me and the kids in one day going seeing the Cardinals over there. And stuff. Nah, they're not gonna get my money. And I know, you know, a couple Americans feels the same way. So LeBron James jump on the bandwagon, and he was like, and y'all wonder why we say what we say about the police. Okay, someone please
We're gonna do this thing.
tell me, WTF is this, question marks and couple exclamation marks, exactly another black man being targeted. This shit is so wrong and so sad. Feel so sorry for him, his family, and our people. We want justice. Okay. So
He wasn't targeted. They were called there. They didn't just be like, oh, you know, let's go find some black people. If they're called there, they're called there. You can't say it's targeting if they were called there.
Well, but one of the things that you gotta see here is that you know, Ben Crumb tweeted this. He retweeted Ben Crumb the video, and then many Americans, at least 47 million Americans that follow LeBron James on Twitter, 47 million. They get their news from Twitter. So when they see LeBron James, you know, superstar, you know, NBA player, you know, this powerful millionaire black American, you know, being this direct through his social media and Twitter. I mean, they see, okay, this is what Jesus said, you know, this is what God said, you know. There's many people. Let me tell you, there's many people changing their profile pictures from social media to LeBron James. How stupid is that, you know? Well, I changed mine to Trump and Biden, you know, Trump and his brother. Yeah, and George. It was like, you know, I'm just saying, you know.
Diesels is Beyonce and Jay-Z, and
What?
for the life of me. Diesels is Beyonce and Jay-Z, and for the life of me, I have no idea why.
Is that not what?
Yeah, Diesels is Beyonce and Jay-Z.
Mark, let me make sure. Mark. No, he got something else. No, this is the thing. I saw this picture. Like I saw this picture like a couple days ago, and I thought they were like a picture from like you know, a couple hundred years ago, maybe like great, you know, something like that, family or something from back then. It looks like.
No, it's Jay-Z and Beyonce.
I didn't realize that. Now I get the point. Okay, that's cool. You know, yeah. It's nice. You know, that's pretty nice. You know, good for him. So, aren't those the two guys that lost the house in California to a real millionaire? To a real millionaire.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, this is, you know, I don't want to talk up. You know, I want to bring a little bit of this. You know, if this is the
he
one,
should be on the show.
I mean, if this is the house that you want and you got the money, you know, and you say that, you know, there's no other houses. I mean, this is like the perfect home. So the owner of Minecraft is the one that purchased the home. You know, Marcus Persson. You know, independent gaming, who has an independent gaming company. You know, it's not like, you know, these two singers right here, producers, whatever they have. You know, his you know. That's a big talk, you know, when you can put on your bio that you have an independent gaming company, value at $2.5 billion. Wow. Well, that's what they sold Microsoft to Microsoft for $2.5 billion. and he still have a big role to play there. But anyway, Lisa, what do you think, man? Do you think that this was, can we avoid this right here?
Can we avoid what?
I'm looking at the video. He got pushed first, First, he was pushed out of the way, And just remember, not every police officer is LeBron James, Shaquille O'Neal, 7 foot tall, 300 pound, solid rock. Not every police officer, have the same qualities. We're talking
I
about.
think they do make them bigger in Wisconsin because they be like eating like milk and cheese like from the cow's teeth. So
Oh Jesus! Somebody.
I think people grow bigger up there.
You know what? My grandson is he's being fed on natural milk from mom, and he's just like the biggest baby ever. Strong, beautiful. Amazing. I mean, it's handsome, pretty good. So maybe that has something to do with them. But I don't think so. Corn-fed. Rich say corn-fed. Cheese and beer. God damn it. So there's something more that is happening down there, and then it's sad because there's been fires and looting all over the city, because that's the way we're gonna defeat the corrupt police. We need to defund them. We need to burn the city down. This is what they're doing over there in Kenosha.
Yeah, like I said, they burned down the 5 businesses that exist in little old Kenosha. I think they have a population of less than 100,000 people. I mean, dude, literally now the entire town is unemployed.
Looks like 100,164 people. That's on the last census, 2018. That's sad, man.
Yeah. So it's not a big place at all. I'm surprised they got stoplights. I don't know. It's such a small place. Like, they don't need to be acting like this. They probably know the officers personally. It's such a small place. You can't be doing this, especially in small places where everything is limited. You can't be acting a fool. You can't be doing this.
So it looks like they burned down a 104-year-old building in Kenosha, on 22nd Avenue and 63rd Street. Authorities were called to the scene after 9 a.m. So they're doing this in the morning. So looks like their police force over there is not as big as we think. And I mean, can this be prevented? Is my question. Can we prevent this kind of actions from the police, or do we need to think? Can we stop this kind of actions from the civilians not being so?
But we don't know what the actions are. We have a very short video. We don't have all the details at all, and they should not be measured by the same tape as a New York or a California, where there is money to equip them with things like body cams, tasers, all this other stuff, probably better training. You have to remember the whole country is handicapped right now, so they don't know whether they're coming or going. And all we have is somebody reaching in the car. I mean, this, for all we know, this could be a result of the pressure from the climate, the pressure from the politics. All of that pressure could have created this situation. The officers don't really know how to act. They know they have to save some people, but they can't. It's people should just butt out.
I'm bringing right now a little video that we have from Kenosha, what's happening down there. This is sad, man. This is very, very sad.
Local. It should not be national news. People should not be chiming in nationally because you're trying to measure them with the same stick as people that are not like this area. Like,
Well, I have the helicopter from ABC7 Chicago News. So let's begin from the beginning, okay? From the beginning, the guy got shot. The first thing is that there's a fight. There's a fight happening on the streets of Kenosha. And the guy went over there to rescue his girlfriend, fiance, with his 3 kids. He decides to defy the police. Okay, not comply, and police trying to chase him. They end up shooting the guy. Okay, now looks like they don't have the resources that they need to provide the officers or every police officers with a camera. Now they're gonna find the money. Don't trust me. They're gonna have the money now after this incident. But this is for you to see. So the man gets shot. First thing, he needs to be airlifted out of there. Okay. So what's the cost of being airlifted to a hospital? 25,000, 30,000?
Yeah.
Yeah. Just so we're 30,000 down. Okay. Now that's the first thing. 2, the vehicle. The vehicle is now in a crime scene, so the vehicle has to be impounded. Call it about another $2,000. Okay. So about $27,000. Okay. So then now this guy needs to go to the ICU. Okay, this guy needs to go to the ICU. So we're talking about that. There's another $25,000 involved in that. He's still in intensive care. So we're talking about $50,000 right now. This is the poor people of Kenosha. The poor people of Kenosha. Just because one person failed to obey and comply with the police officer. Okay, and now, there's 7 police officers there. They try to do whatever they could to make sure that this guy is still alive, but no, they end up shooting at him. You can see on this video, there's no audio. You can see fireworks. You can see. So people go out and riot. Okay, burning down a 104-year-old building. Okay, let's call it another $500,000 for now. Now we have $600,000. Somebody not complying. Just think about the repercussions. Okay, they went down the street on 22nd Street, Lisa. Can you believe what they did?
What did they do?
Yeah, I'm about to tell you. I just want you to ask me, They went to a dealership, the only dealership that Kenosha has in 22nd Street, with about 100 cars. They burned them down.
They better not be Fords. Let them be Chevys. Let them be Chevys.
I think it's a used cars.
Burn them Chevys down.
I am so sorry. Let me see what kind of vehicles are. I probably got to take a look. No, they don't show. They're not showing. Oh yeah, right here. There's a video going. 1 second. So they burned 100 vehicles. Okay, but it doesn't stop. It doesn't end there. The National Guard has to be called to prevent the riots on front of this. We're talking about the little city. So there's only one place to go. One federal building. So they're gonna go there. Black Lives Matter. Remember, Black Lives Matter. So we're about $600,000 already. Guess what? Now the news go to the air. Then we have to have the police officers, everybody. If you have a weekend note, you're gonna get called. Why? Because one man failed to obey the law. Okay, one man failed to comply with the police. Okay, now we got the whole National Guard. You can see them. You can see 1, 2, 3 SWAT vehicles. You can see probably 100 to 200 officers. So every hour, let's say there's 200 officers, 200 times 20 is $40,000. So every hour, let's say that we're talking about, this is only police officers. We're burning money. Every hour is $40,000 because the officers are getting paid. Now let's talk about the National Guard. Now you need to bring another 200 National Guardsmen. Okay, you're gonna put them in active duty. You're gonna pay them their salary. You're gonna pay them basic allowance for housing. You're gonna pay them basic allowance for food, for meals. We're talking about this guy, Jason Blake, decides to take it upon himself and defy the police, being non-compliant, and now we're talking about that we're probably going to spend at the end of this, the poor people of Kenosha are going to end up paying about $5 to $10 million for one man that didn't comply. That's the results of a man not complying. But guess what's going to happen, guys? You know who's going to pay for this? You know who's going to pay for this, Lisa? You know who's going to pay for this?
Who?
The people of Kenosha. Comes from the state budget, and you got to pay taxes. So,
No. So like the National Guard, like they were setting their GPS to go to Kenosha, and the GPS was like,
What?
cannot find that location.
Shit. Can you play that? Can you play that again? Can you play that again?
Yeah. And so the GPS was telling the National Guard when they were trying to find Kenosha, cannot find that location.
Man, you got me dying right here. I mean, there's nothing. I mean, and let me tell you something. You know, I am a proponent of Black Lives Matters. You know, I am a proponent of Black Lives Matters. I do believe that Black Lives Matters, 100%. You know, just the same way that I believe that Hispanics and browns and whites and you call it whatever. I believe that animals' lives matters. I believe that my doggy lives matter. I am social woos that I cannot kill a fly. I share you not. I get flies with a fucking towel, and I have done this many times. And I go open the window, and do that shit. Yeah.
No, you hit him with the towel.
I can't do that. I just can't do it. Can't do it.
Oh my God.
Can't do it. Okay. Can't. No. I try to grab him, catch him, whatever the case may be, and I put him out. In my swimming pool, I seen little how you call it, little bugs. Sometimes they come with the air. I get them out of the water. Bees, bees, and it's Arizona. And this is probably one of the only sources of water they get. A swimming pool. So I believe that all lives matters. That's my point. All lives matters, and if you're against that, you are the problem. If somebody says Black Lives Matters, good. If somebody says all lives matters, same as good. So I think this whole the whole agenda of Black Lives Matter. You know what Black Lives Matters, the organization, did to Black America? They rob you. And let me tell you why. Lisa, you want to know why?
Why?
Okay, so when George Floyd happened, the alleged murder of George Floyd, which we just happened to find out that he died of a drug overdose. Okay, he died of a drug overdose, which is
Whoa.
Yeah, that's what they said. It's on the records.
Don't give false information.
No, he was breathing on the ambulance, Lisa.
That's not true. You don't know that.
We have the records.
Show me the records, because I've searched, and I cannot find the cities or the counties ME's report. Only a press release. So if you got the goods, share them with me.
No, I don't have the goods. I have the press release where they're saying that it was a drug overdose. They haven't released it because
the press release doesn't say a drug overdose.
It is.
No, it doesn't say that.
Let me see if I can.
It doesn't say that. And I'm thinking that I'm thinking that it may say that, and that's why the ME report is not public yet. But that's just my conspiracy. I'm not able to prove that. But the press release does not say a drug overdose, and the ME report is not yet public.
I'm looking at it right now.
The city's ME report is not public. I have not been able to find it. If you can find it, drop it in the chat.
Yeah, it's not. I got the same thing that I have is the statement that the Thomas Lane attorney released. He released a statement saying George Floyd died out of a drug overdose. Who is the defending attorney of the police?
That's his defense. I know. That's not the same thing. So that's the cop killed him. So it just proves me right, and I like it when I'm right, but whatever.
So the defense attorney put together a 21-page court document that he filed, a couple of weeks ago, where they're stating that George Floyd died of a drug overdose. So but this is only a statement. This is not the and I digress. So I have to take it back and say that until I get the facts, like Lisa wants them, I won't be able to release that information. Okay, because it makes like you say, Lisa, it makes this channel looks like fake news CNN. You know, where yeah, we don't want to put false information out there. I get the point. Good job. Thank you for catching me on that. So let's go back to these I mean these riots. I mean, today is Monday, okay, and there's I mean there's protesters on the streets. There's people throwing rocks at these officers, bricks, bottles. You know, I think there's about 50 people. They have a group of 50 people who are preparing feces balloons. And this is like organic, 100% organic feces balloons, who are throwing these feces balloons to the officers. They're trying to get more volunteers, and they have if you happen to volunteer for that, and I'm gonna put a link on the description below. They have free Mexican food for those volunteers to fill those feces balloons. So I mean, one way one way out. You know that Mexican food is.
That is not true.
I'm joking.
I will say this though. I don't want to assume, but you are not the first Puerto Rican that has an intolerance for Mexican food.
I just don't.
That I've known, that I have encountered.
I mean, Mexican food is really not that great, you know.
That's what I love it. I
You
can
know-
make like my own chips and everything.
You know, when I came to the U.S. when I came to the U.S. in 2003, you know, there was one thing that we used to watch on basic training. It was some kind of the Guy Fieri show, I think. No, it was the other guy that says boom, bam, whatever when he cooks.
Oh, Emerald.
Emerald, yeah. And then this guy was
Bam.
making some fantastic, you know, kind of foods. You know, he never cooked no Mexican food. You know.
Good.
You make everything on the crock pot, yeah.
No, I cook the albóndigas and soba. I cook that on the stove. But in a big pot. I mean, gotta have a big pot.
Big pot. Yeah. Okay. Okay. So let's read some of the comments that we have on the chat. We got. So Amy is saying, so we can probably all agree. Will is ignorant and he thinks the cops should have to fight people because people shouldn't comply. Who is Will? Oh, Will is. I gotta go. Too late for me, Lisa. Amy, have a good night. Will G87. They have their hands on you, trying to mold you into a pretzel from the start. So why not? You know, Will. Based on those comments, man, you don't sound too optimistic. You know. Heavy water, yeah, is watered down jiu-jitsu. Well, that's the extent of their hand thorn training, you know. That's crazy, you know. I mean, it's now go a minor dispute. Let me go to the minor dispute. Now you find yourself calling backup 6-7 people, and now you have to like subdue one dude to the ground, and then he'll escape from you. Easily. He escaped easily. He escaped so easily that he walked towards the driver's side of his vehicle. And there, you know, he's still not catching. You know, I think they did everything possible. I'm gonna say this right now. For what I see, without seeing any more evidence, I think that the shooting was justified.
Well, I'm not ready to say. I'm not ready to go that far. I need all of the information. I'm not a jump the gun kind of person.
Yeah, I gotta say, I don't think that we're gonna have more than this. I think it's gonna be he said, she said. We don't have body worn cameras. This is the video. And let me tell you, we're listening to this because one guy was recording this from one of the buildings, apartments nearby. If no, we will never know. You know, so.
The week. So yeah, we'll have more information.
I seen that there's more records of Jake Blake They're talking about having priors. He is like a he's like a repeated offender. Oh, Jesus
Of
Christ!
what though? Like
Are you
I
looking
have
at it?
priors. I have a misdemeanor. I have a reckless driving from 2004.
That's why you find so far.
No, I'm talking about me. So when you say priors, like what kind of priors?
I mean, this is this is the problem that I'm seeing, man, and it's that oh, by the way, there is. I do gonna post those. I'm gonna post this right here, there, because I mean, I want to give chance to everybody. So there is a GoFundMe. Oh, Jesus Christ, GoFundMe page.
Yeah, you better watch which F word you use.
Yeah. Oh, you're funny, huh? You're so funny. There's a GoFundMe page for Jacob Blake. It's called Justice for Jacob Blake. I got, the link is right there. Boy, I did, I did, $50. And and in Mosh, but I mean, I did a couple videos on him. We got a couple views. I probably never make $50 on his, on on the Google Analytics out of his videos, but I feel like whatever.
But that's because you and Diesel were already convinced that the officer was guilty. And I told you guys to hold up, wait a minute. I think that there's more. And then the body cam footage was leaked when he was being put in the police car. And then that opens my eyes to a whole lot more. And then I really need the county or the city. I don't know if it's city or county's Emmy report. I really, 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 really need that.
You know what, Lisa? I mean, I think like Will say, I have to. I sent $50 to him. Remember the lady that was trying to get on his vehicle, and there were two other ladies, Black Americans, trying to stop her from getting into the vehicle and leave, and she was like, had to pull the gun. She lost her job for that. I sent them additional money. I think I sent them $20, and then
Is that your Puerto Rican guilt?
no, I don't think it's guilt. I think that social media has been great to me. It's been great to us, and and we make videos on these people. Do whatever.
You
And
got
you can
that
and you
Puerto
can go
Rican
you can
guilt.
go to the GoFundMe pages, and if you type RT365, hopefully nobody else is using my name, you will see my donations. Okay, George Floyd, the lady with the gun, it was the lady and her husband, and then this guy later on today. So, you got I think
Well,
what?
just so the crowd knows, with me, it's not that I am like, oh, I'm not going to donate to, you know, these black people. See, I am black. I just don't like anybody. So it could have been a bunch of white people. It could have been a bunch of Hispanic people. It could have been anybody. I'm not coming up off my cash. So I don't discriminate.
I got it. I was trying to play with your with the colors over there, since you're being like, oh, I want to be more darker today. But anyway, um,
No, I didn't say darker. You just had me like square, but you know what? I think it's like my camera angle.
no, I think it's perfect. Just leave it that way. We can probably work something later on today on the show, and then go to what's going. Fix your picture profile. Uh, so 04 MC Wash is saying police should step it up a notch on these riots. Let me tell you guys, the police is being muscle. They have a muscle from the government. I don't think that what they want to do right now is just go full on, ramble into these people, into these protests, just and everything else. Is that Black Lives Matters is funding these kind of events, by by sending agents over there, and these agents comes with money, and then they put that money to work, in different ways. We saw how they destroy in Seattle the a whole precinct. The police of Seattle have to vacate one whole precinct because they were told by the mayor, "Hey, do not interact, do not engage, do not, do anything with these people." It's very sad, man. What I see right here is this. They're just protecting federal buildings. Why not? Rich is. I think Rich is asking one of us, why do you think people don't listen to the police? Maybe he's asking Will G. Hey, Will G87. Hey, our phone number is 520-261-7246. Give us a call, man. I wanna hear what you have to say, man. I'll give you some time. We don't have to argue. We don't have to go back and forward. If you want some time, we give you 2 minutes. Okay, keep it PG, and you can say to the public, now and down the road, they can listen to what you have to say, man. Put the money where your mouth is, man. I got you. Okay, you'll be okay.
Actually, today is a good day to call in because I'm like real laid back and chill. I'm like,
Oh, you're gonna be
whatever.
relaxed, yeah. But
Yeah,
guess
so
what? Somebody
like
start
all the
talking, and then out of nowhere, Lisa is like, pop, 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 like, what I mean? We don't.
today is a good day for people to call in. Like, I mean, like I'm just like,
You know what? We know what people hear when you say that. They be like, "Oh, Lisa's quiet. Is Lisa quiet? Oh, Lisa's quiet today."
like who did I kill today, right?
People scared, man. At least I'm telling you, on the fact, I have a report from one of our listeners. They're like complaining about you mistreating them. Talking over them. They're like, no, I called the show and she was talking over me. They're heartbroken. And she just her mic was louder, and then I wasn't able to talk, and she's so, I was like, hey, you get what you get, bro. I was like, what you want me to tell you?
My mic isn't louder. I'm just from North Carolina. Like our volume is just naturally
What you
higher.
have to say? What you mean you're from North Carolina? What had that has to
We talk loud. That's just how we talk. Man, I remember speaking to and I have to listen to her like this and then okay, and then what happened? This and then happened. That's me.
grandma?
Call her grandma.
Okay, because you say my grandma like, oh, you don't know, I'm not supposed to, a little scared,
Well, because we're country, so it's Margaret Ann, like all together jumbled up. Margaret
say
Ann.
one more time.
Margaret Ann.
Damn, Lisa, that there's people,
But it's Margaret
people
Ann.
people argue with you about your background or your ethnicity, and then what makes Lisa. I got to tell you the truth. I don't know what they're thinking about, because I don't think that you can be more defined as a North Carolinian, and as an individual, as a woman, than you are right now. So props to you, man. That's very nice. That's very nice.
If I could quote Dead Mike from CB4, I'm black, y'all. I'm black, y'all. I'm black and black, black, y'all.
Yeah, you lost me again. Now I'm back to like, yeah, I'm back with Diesel. Like, what the heck is going on, man? Hey, Diesel.
CB4.
What is
Cell Block
that?
4.
That sounds like jail. It sounds like no.
Oh my God, you have to watch that movie. It is hilarious. I love that movie.
I'm looking at the chat right here. I'm liking the conversation that Heavy Water and Rich is having with Will G87. Will, man, call the show, man. If you have to go collect, I don't know, maybe, if you are in one of those places where you need, the only calls you can place are collect, just call. We take call, collect. Okay, we want to hear what you have to say. Just for your understanding, Heavy Waters and Rich are very good friends of the show. A very good friend of us, here. They're always, showing support to the channel. I promise you, man, we're not gonna throw you under the bus just because you're calling. So if you want your time here, and we'll give you 2 minutes so you can talk to the people of YouTube. Okay. The one thing that Rich was talking about earlier today, and he was asking how many people from.
It's such a small place. Like, there's no way. There's no way those people are local Kenoshians.
Every time that you say Kenosha, sounds like Pinocchio. Like Pinocchio, you know, like Pinocchio.
No.
But anyways, Lisa, there's another issue on hand that we need to talk about, and it's the mail-in vote fraud. What's going on with that, Lisa? This is something that you were talking about today.
I didn't know that Diesel was going to stand us up today, but you know, like how on Wednesday he was like on me, like, man, like nothing's gonna happen here with our ballots. Like, this is America. It's whatevs. You know, you're just talking conspiracy theories. So, I mean, there was just a lot going on with this year's primary season. And then I also found quite a few instances where
Warren's presidential campaign
were caught dumping mail, not ballots, just over the years. Like, I found one that was 6 years ago. I found one that was 4 years ago, where mail workers are just throwing away mail and altering these ballots. So New Jersey has to do a whole new freaking election because of all of the tampering with the absentee ballots. So I'm gonna say this again. The fix is in. Joe Biden wins. Mark my words.
The White House has to release a PDF study, a study. So if this study is being confirmed on peer review on what is called a sampling of election fraud cases from across the country. I'm gonna give you the I just put the link over there, but I'm gonna give you like the highlights. 1,071 proven instances of voter fraud, 938 criminal convictions, 43 civil penalties, 794 diversion programs, 8 judicial findings, 8 official findings. So this is just I mean, let before I continue, right here I got a friend of ours who's gonna give you guys some insight on what's going on with this voter fraud, and Elizabeth Warren, our beloved Cherokee Tahoe Indian. Is she Cherokee Tahoe?
I don't know. I thought she was white.
Okay, let me go with the video.
expired some time ago, but she remains to lecture America and you specifically on your shortcomings. Her latest crusade, inspired by the coronavirus, is an absolute demand for nationwide mail-in voting.
What's happening right now shows us exactly why we need a plan for voting safely during a pandemic. Now, there's a simple fix to make sure that no American will have to choose between voting and keeping themselves safe and healthy. All states should allow Americans to vote by mail. It's easy to vote by mail. And
argued if you don't.
This thing in Wisconsin was one of the most awful things I've ever seen in my life. It'll just go you the extent that what they will go to hold on to power. And it was all about one Supreme Court seat in Wisconsin. They will kill people to stay in power, literally.
Anyway, I think I have enough. Hey, Rich, give us a call, man. I think that I think Will has his chance. He refers from going live, and then there's no problem with that. I'm just saying that now with close to 2,000 subscribers, you guys got the chance to call the show on Beyond the Record. As soon as it's gonna get better. So I'm saying down the road, you probably won't have the chance to call us. Come on, call the show, Rich. We like to hear from you. You know the number, Rich. You know, you can call my own number if you like to. I know you still have my own number somewhere, so give us a call, man. So let's go into this border fraud, Lisa. I think that this is my take on border fraud. You know, if people can go on boat, if people can go shopping, can go to Walmart, Target, Petco, they can go to. I go to Costco every weekend, almost every weekend, and this Costco is open, it's lit, it's like, you know, there's like no tomorrow. You know, if people can go to these places and stand in line and do X, Y, and Z, they can go as well to go vote, cast their vote. If you don't need to cast your vote by mail, go in person. You know, if you're not at home suffering from some kind of injury, if you're not at home, you know, or you know, sick, or if you're not, you know, elderly person, just go and vote. Sorry,
So, do you go to Costco for the free samples? Is that why you go so
bro,
much? Be honest.
bro,
Be honest.
bro.
Be honest.
I'm
Be
telling you,
honest.
100%. Like my doctor was, last time I went to my doctor, he was like, "Hey, Mr. Ricardo, you need to add a vitamin D to your diet." And I was like, "How many times do you think I need to eat that?" But once a week. And I was like, "I got you." You know, every time I go to the vitamin section, they got that lady over there with that little juice. It's like an orange juice. What is that? Did you drink it? It's really bad. It's amazing. Well, we got a phone call. Oh, what happened? We did not have a phone call. Hey, go back.
Trickies.
1 second. I got you here. Give me 1 second, okay? Hey guys, let's say welcome to Mr. Rich, right here on the phone with us. Rich, how you doing today, man?
Good. How you doing, brother?
Man, we're doing great, bro. We, you know, talking about you know, what's happening you know, across the country. You know what Sunday brought us, August the 23rd, 2020, and we're talking about some border fraud. What you got? What's on your mind, brother?
I just believe that, you know, if we can send our kids to school, we can, like you were saying, go to Walmart, we can go shopping, well, go in and vote. There's too much room for error by sending and vote.
What are you thinking about this? You know,
What's that?
you know, I'm gonna, you know, so you're talking about sending our kids to school?
Yeah, you know, like we can send our kids to school, but we can't go in and vote. That doesn't make no sense to me.
That is correct. You know, that is correct. I think that, I mean, it's been proven already. For once, it's been proven that the damn masks are doing us no help. You know, that's you know, there's no proof that, you know, it will tremendously lower the risk of you getting this coronavirus. There's less deaths in America from coronavirus than from heart attacks or DUIs in a year. You know what I mean? I really think that, you know, just the same way that we're going to send the kids to school, same way that people are going to work, same way that we can go to Walmart, Petco, and these places, we can go and exercise our right to vote. I do believe in online registration, as long as you have a valid state issue ID or federal. Other than that, man, I mean, I'm with you.
Yeah, because how many votes are going to be made up? You know, you've always heard it in the past, you know, dead people voting, you know, with mail-in ballots, absentee ballots, and keep it real. Everybody goes in and votes in person, you know.
You know, Lisa was talking the other day. I think, Lisa, it was you that was talking about a pet received a ballot to vote. That was you, or that was Diesel?
Yeah. For his dead mother. So you got to watch the mail-in ballots.
That's like back in the day. Remember that music club? I forget what it was called, where you go in and you get like 13 free CDs. CDs.
Oh yeah, Columbia House.
People would put their pets' names and just get the free CDs. And
I mean, this makes no sense.
Go in, you get your stuff validated, your ID, your residency, and you make your vote, and it counts.
Yeah. The one thing I'm against, when it comes to voting for president, okay, it's about illegal people should not vote. If you're not an American, you should not vote for president, okay? And this right here comes from a Puerto Rican who we do as if I was living in Puerto Rico, I will have the right to vote on the primary, but I will not have the right to vote on the presidential election, okay? And that hurts the people of Puerto Rico to an extent where we don't have a voting member in Congress. We do have a member in Congress, but it's a silent member. So that individual right now, female type, she does live in DC, and she does have connections, but she doesn't have a vote. So when it comes down to fighting for our rights and fighting for things that can benefit Puerto Ricans, we don't get that chance, So we are very protective when it comes to when it comes to the vote, because that's something that it affects people.
And that's the way it should be. Remember when Iraq and Afghanistan and they had the first time to vote? They went in and they got their fingers dyed when they voted. Remember how many pictures we've seen?
Correct.
That was across the media. People with their fingers dyed because they were proud to vote, but they dyed their fingers so they couldn't get back in line and vote again.
That is correct. That is correct.
We can go to a foreign country and do that to have a fair election and everything. Why can't we do that in America?
Beats the heck out of me. That's for sure.
I'm gonna tell you the truth. I really hope that with time, we can get past this situation that we're living in America right now. I am very sad that we still have to deal with this kind of nonsense on a daily basis. And this is why. And then Rich Roy can tell you, we both deploy. We both serve the military. We both, are supposed to be enjoying right now the fruits of our work, And then now that I'm retired, that I'm trying to enjoy America. America is becoming, I don't know, Black Hawk Down or something. Yeah. So it's just one of those things, man. It's sad, And then who are the people that are destroying America right now? Kids, children, barely can vote. They barely can. I mean, just imagine, Rich, and be honest with me. Let's say that because when we were growing up, we were tough, We were tough. We grew up in a different era, But these kids right now, they grew up where parents give them everything, They have no worries, no. I mean, it's they live in a fantasy world, I mean, let's say that we go to World War III and we need to activate the draft. Do you think that we have a chance with these individuals that we have right now in a country, with the young people?
Boy, that's a hard one, man. Yeah, that's a hard one. I don't know if I'd be confident or not.
I'm going back.
I would rely on the veterans, or I would rely on the draft.
I'm going back, bro. I'm going back.
Well, I actually talked to my son about that because I told him, look, what do you want to do? I'll get you somewhere. Well, we can dip out. And he said no, he would stay and fight.
Yeah.
I mean, but you have a different kind of son. He's into different things. He's not out there wasting his time. He's smart. You're good. In my case, I have a son who is involved in a bunch of things. He's I'm confident of my son. My daughter, she is smart. She's witty. She's very strong. She's very agile. I trust in my daughter. You know, if the push comes to shove, you know, I'm sure that she's not ready right now to get a gun and then go kill people. But the other day, I said she went to a range class, you know, with her mom, and then she was like, during the class, she was like quiet, but then when it came to doing the shooting, she was like an expert, and I'm like, oh shit, you know, there we go. She got it from daddy. I love you so much.
You raised a little assassin.
Yeah, she was like a killer, you know, like from, and I was like, oh Jesus, you know. So
The next sergeant major.
bro, let me tell you, she's in school right now. She's enjoying herself. She's doing all these magical things. So, she don't need to do that. You know, I did it because it was of need. You know, I needed it to move forward in life. You know, but now, bro, I'm telling you, it's too tough. You know, and as I was leaving the military, it got so political. You know, I barely made my E7. You know, it was a fight between people and people. You know, early, and I was like, what?
And you got to have that discipline. And, you know, I'm getting ready, my stepson, to take him to the recruiter. He wants to join. And, you know, going through all the different options and everything, it's like, just see, you know, you want to do it, you do it. I believe everybody should do at least 2 years.
Correct.
You know, and I'm not saying it would make a better America, but there'd be a lot of people that agree with the American way and the way that America should be run. You know?
Yeah.
Actually, I don't have a problem with that. I think that it's great when you look at all these other countries that do have mandatory duty. I mean, so I really watch like a lot of Korean television, and I listen to like Korean hip hop. So it's really cool that even when the stars are not immune to it. They have to go through their service. Like, you know, they always have parties before they go, and they announce, you know, I'm not going to be on TV for a while, or I'm not going to be coming out with an album for a while. Got to go do my duty. But they are so like Korean. We're so what? What are we, right? We're losing. Like, nationalism is not necessarily a bad thing, you know, in small dosage, but we don't even have that anymore. Like, people don't care about the flag. Nobody salutes. Forget about the Pledge of Allegiance. Like, there's like nothing. And that's how we're going to fall apart.
Yeah, exactly. You know, my wife is from Malaysia. She can't see how people disrespect the flag. You know, the country that she is proud to become an American, and, you know, and what it means to her, and she didn't even grow up here, you know? Like, she's like, you go back to my country and expect those freedoms that you have in America. You know, these people don't understand what makes America great.
You know, I think the president is correct when he says, keep America great, make, you know, all.
A guy who came here as probably like a teenager from Turkey. So he actually cannot go back to Turkey, or he'll be arrested for not completing his military duties there. But he was in our military, but he has not severed ties with his country. How do you guys feel about that, being in the military, knowing that, you know, there are people that have allegiance?
Okay, so the reason why I think that, you know, that I'm okay, you know, I'm 100% okay with foreigners being in the military, in our military, is because for once, they will not get a security clearance until they become Americans, okay? And once they become Americans, they need to provide to whatever, the NSA, the NIST, whoever. They need to prove their records to make sure that they are not tied or associated to any group, organization, whatever that has to do with, you know, doing negative things in their country or here in America, okay? And then once you get that clearance, you get provisions, okay? This is something that people don't know, but within the companies and battalions and brigades, there's people who are how you call it, not incognito, they are for a country outside of the United States. And then the United States Air Force knew about it, Okay, and as soon as they knew about it, they send people to that unit as new members of the unit, the PCS there, just to watch on him. Okay, and then those individuals told their commanders, "Hey, you have a spy in your unit, and we want you to allow him to continue being a spy." Okay, why is that? Because they were going to use their network. They were going to use his cell phone records. They were going to use whatever he was trying to pass to these individuals as like a back door, so they can capture not the small guy trying to collect information, but the big guy who is sending this guy here. So I mean, I'm not saying that the system is perfect, but I'm saying that I'm okay. Anyway, we're gonna know, and then we need to. This America is a place where it's built on immigrants, and I think that I mean, it's not gonna be the first one. It's not gonna be the last one, and there's tools to mediate. Okay. Training, they tell you their names, and I probably can bring the names tomorrow for that, so you can have some knowledge about it. How about you, Rich? What do you think?
I agree with you with that. We are built on immigrants, and if you come to America and you fight with our military, you have every right to be an American citizen. I call you an American and call you my brother. And the counterterrorism thing, I agree with that, and I think if that happens, it doesn't matter what country you come from or what. We got white American terrorists, that infiltrate the military. All the gangs and the different things, and it's just a process, of exposing those people and going.
I have a thing about so many foreigners in our military because of the Battle of the Teutoburg Forest.
Like when the Iraq War first kicked off, I forget what Middle Eastern country that dude was from, the Marine that threw that grenade into the tent with all the buddies. He didn't have to be Middle Eastern. He could have been a white supremacist that did the same thing.
True, but like, why can't they just be like attached forces like back in the day? Like, why are they actually like in the military?
I don't know. I don't think that's the way America should be run. You know what I mean? That's kind of like separating the whites and the blacks back in the day, in the 50s. Blacks did on the back.
No, but those are Americans, though. I'm not talking about separating Americans. I'm saying if you have attached like foreigners, so for instance, like during the Revolutionary War, you had the colonists, right, and their forces, and then you have the French, but the French were not a part of the, patriots.
But ain't that like segregation? You can fight for us, but we're not going to give you. You're not American. In the Army, we say what? One team, one fight.
I think if you're going to be an American, then be an American. But if you are not willing to sever ties with your home country, I have a problem with that. And again, I go back to the Battle of the Teutoburg Forest.
Yeah, and I get what you're saying. If you're gonna pledge allegiance to one country, then it should be just the one country.
Yes.
Is that what you're saying?
Yes.
And
because
I get a little bit what you're saying.
Go ahead.
But then,
sorry.
Go ahead, Reach.
Oh, I get what you're saying there about, you pledge allegiance, to the flag and you're American. But I don't know, maybe as a soldier it's different. Coming through the Army, I say growing up, because I joined the Army when I was a kid. I grew up in the Army. As growing up, there was people from all walks of life, different countries, different. And I would never want to take somebody's heritage away from them, And I'm not saying that they'd have to lose their heritage, but, you know, Ricky, you always say, you know, you're Puerto Rican, but you're American, you know?
That is correct, yeah.
But Puerto Rico is a part of America.
Well, I know, but you know what I mean? I'm just using that for an example, you know?
Yeah.
It's not, he's not Minnesota or Wisconsin or New York, or he's from Puerto Rico, you know?
Yes, yeah, I get your point. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, and that's the beautiful thing, you know. When I joined the military, I have so much, you know, I have one of the best and the greatest experience as a brand new soldier. You know, I get to meet all these people from all places of the world. Everybody, but blacks, Black Americans, they were among themselves, you know. And if you're in black, you're hanging out with them. And I was so mad, you know, because you know, because they sounded so cool. They had their swag, you know. They were doing pretty good, you know. I was like, okay, you know, whatever, you know. But I got over with that shit as soon as more people start going through, but you know, through the time with me, and they start learning about each other. But then I changed my mind, and I thought that they were kind of protective of each other. I think it wasn't that much of racism, but I mean, it's always been the same, you know. I know that, you know, Puerto Ricans will deal with anybody. It's pretty much whites. They deal with everybody. I seen that the group of people that they're always like close to each other, and nobody else are Black Americans, which, you know, it's understandable. You know, it's being protective.
Yeah, and you know, that's the same thing. Look at how many brothers we had from Mexico. We had a soldier that was in a foreign military, the French Foreign Legion. Remember him?
You're
His
right.
last name started with a V.
Yeah, with a V. Yeah, amazing guy.
He was in a whole foreign military, but you know what? He was American. You know, he was fighting next to us. You know, so there wasn't no backseat or putting him into a different group than us. You know.
And he was an amazing soldier, man. I mean, he was an amazing individual, man. I mean, humble. He was real. He was helpful. He was smart. He is outstanding individual, outstanding soldier. You know, wherever he is, best wishes to him, man. So
yeah.
Hey, Rich, I'm about to end this show, man. Any final thoughts that you have today?
No, just you guys have a good night. Hopefully that the air cleans up here in Montana.
Hey, bro, it's always a pleasure to have you in the show. Thank you for calling. We'll see you in our next interaction, bro. Next video.
All right.
Thank you, brother. Have a good night. So that was let me see if his name. That was Rich from you know, having some issues with the weather in Montana. Having some issues with the weather. Lisa, any final thoughts today before we close?
Like, Diesel, if you're watching, where you at, bro?
Yeah, there's so yeah, I mean, yeah, there's always man, I don't know where he's at, but you know, we wish him the best. We hope that he's doing good. You know, we always here for you, wherever you are, bro. So anyway, people, everybody on the chat room, Heavy Water Rich, Will, Amy, who else we got? We got somebody else I want to give a shout out.
Heavy Water? Or did you say Heavy Water?
Heavy Water. Hey, let's talk about this recipe. What's going on with that recipe? I'm like, Jesus Christ. Chicken pasta Alfredo?
No, I'm not eating carbs.
It's so good, you know. I'm gonna tomorrow Tuesday. I got Taco Tuesday. Taco. we need to talk about this Alfredo. The new whatever thing you got going on. Okay, brother. Anyway, thank you so much, everybody, for joining the show. We will see you in our next video. Bye.